If you saw my gig log last weekend, this was how we lit everything up. We had Ape Light Maxi 2.0s on the back wall. We had some, I don't know what they're called. They're like chameleon effects with those three beams coming out of them. We framed those with the Ape Maxis. And I had a few of these Ape neon tubes, 6 of them in a pack. Decided to use those to shoot straight out onto the dance floor, and I put them on tripods right next to the DJ booth. I only used, I think, 3, one under the table and 2 on either side on tripods. Those tripods were clunky, and I really was struggling with setting them up because the legs kept wanting to come back on me. One-handed, it was tough. But I got to thinking, on tripods, these neon tubes stick up about as high as the table does. What if you could just attach them to the tables? I mean, they've got these magnets on them. And I know a lot of companies make tubes, neon tube things. These are like 40 inches long. They're pretty hardy, and they work with the ecosystem of Ape. So even the Maxi 2.0s will work with these. I'll do the same colors and such. Well, the Pro Event table is aluminum. How am I going to attach magnets to aluminum? I've got a handful of these little metal tabs that actually came with some Ape sticks I got a long time ago. I just used electrical tape and stuck them on the table to do a mock-up of an idea I had. The other part of the idea was, I've got a friend Jay who lives out in California. A lot of times he does outdoor events. I talk about wash, and he just insists on using a gig bar kind of thing, or some kind of lighting on a stick, moving heads, whatever, because he says, I don't usually have anything to reflect light off of. These neon tubes are like frosted, so you can shoot them at the audience and it doesn't blind anybody. They're kind of cool in that regard. And if he had something like a Pro Event table, or really any kind of table, he could do something similar to what I'm going to show you today. And it's really easy to put together. Again, these are just tabs that I've taken electrical tape and taped onto the table just to do a mock-up. Have a look. So putting one on top, just as simple as doing this, with tabs on there. Done. Easy setup. I've only put one tab on each side. I didn't do the bottom, but it doesn't matter. It's just for demonstration purposes. Here's your second one. Then turn it around so I can access the power button easily. This would be number 3. So let's go ahead and power them on. And that's your look. See, I'll turn the lights down so you can see what's going on here. I have these turned down all the way just so you can see it on camera. But if I take the Ape remote and I brighten them up a little bit, you can see they get crazy bright. This is washing the whole room, just these 3 tubes. Here's another idea. Bring it back down so you can kind of see what's going on. There we go. Now we could take a tube like this, and we could put it on the bottom if we wanted to. I don't know if that does you any good, but you could do it. And now you've got the whole thing framed out. Maybe I need to adjust the camera so you can see that better. Another thing you could do is you could take a 5th bar and attach it on the support brace underneath the table itself. You can do it in front or back or both. Now you got all kinds of light. So let's go ahead and crank up the brightness on this. That's pretty bright. And then we can go into something like a little fade chase like this. This is going to wash your dance floor incredibly well. It's not going to blind anybody. Super easy to set up. And I think it's a neat look. It's an interesting look anyway, especially for those of you who have nothing to reflect a par light off of to create wash on the dance floor like we did in this picture. Well, I think that's pretty cool. And these are going to sync up with all your other Ape stuff. And I know other companies make similar tubes, and that's fine. But these are the 8. It's what I had laying around, and I felt like it worked out pretty good. Just an idea. What do you think? Let us know in the comment section. Quick video for you today. That's it. We'll see you next time. Practice and enjoy.